I would love to introduce you to your MC for the day. Bruno is a mining engineer with over 18 years experience. He joined Datamine Africa in 2008 and over the years has held positions such as Senior Consultant, Enterprise Solutions Manager and Technical Service Manager. Before joining Datamine Australia in 2004, he is now our Consulting Manager. Bruno has delivered services across Africa, Europe and Australia, covering different commodities such as gold, iron ore, diamonds, coal, nickel and platinum, both open pit and underground operations. Be nice to him, be kind to him, and welcome Bruno.
Thank you. And our first presenter is Jono himself. So Jono has been with Datamine for over 18 years, holding positions of Senior Consultant, Technical Service Manager, and more recently General Manager here in Perth. He worked over 20 countries, 50 mining operations, hails from the UK, has a degree of Geology, Master degree in Mining Geology. Mr. Jono Graham, welcome.
Well, yeah, thank you, Bruno, and welcome everybody. I think your day may have got a little better. I shouldn't have been here today. Our VP of Geology, Anthony Cook, who I am not, is at the top of the ticket today, but he's actually not able to be here. He's literally on a plane. The interconnected world that we live in has let him down, and so he's had an extended holiday in Portugal, so let's not feel too sorry for him. Anyway, so overview of today's agenda, and yeah, it's looking really good. So thanks, first of all, everybody for coming. It's, an incredible turnout, and it's great to see so many familiar faces, but also some new faces. This is our largest event to date, and so, it's been growing year on year. To highlight, we've got a good lineup of customers and some great presentations from industry, but also Datamine's own consultants who will just give you a bit of insight into some of our products that are new to market as well. And later on, at the end of the day, we've got a very cool session with the Snowden Optiro team and experts from industry discussing some of the potential changes to the JORC code, in particular focusing on the addition of reconciliation. So that should be a really great session. So just a bit of a reflection on the symposium over the years. Only going back to 2022, but we've been doing this for a bit longer, but you can see that there's been a real growth in this event, which is fantastic. So 87 attendance in 2022, 100 in 2023, and we've got over 150 plus today, with 76 companies represented. And for the first time for us, we've actually split this over 2 days, because we can't fit it into a single day now. It's pretty cool. So why are we here? Well, just look around. Today's about community. It's about learning from your peers, professional development, some great presentations later, keeping abreast of what's new. But as importantly, it's really about catching up with friends from industry. So it's a full day, networking drinks continuing at the top floor at the end of the day. Beautiful views over the Swan River. So I look forward to seeing you all there later. And as I mentioned, we're actually thrilled the popularity of the workshops that we put on tomorrow, which are both fully booked. Each of these workshops are focused on one of our newest offerings. We've got Esatis.py, which is a complete customization and geostats package within a Python environment. And Roberto Rollo, who has come over from the Geovariances team in France, is going to be presenting that tomorrow. And also, new to market, not actually on the market yet, but a sneak preview. We've got Studio Geo, and Joe White, our geology consultant, will be going through this tomorrow as well, tomorrow afternoon. So just a tiny bit about Datamine. We've grown an awful lot. My personal experience with Datamine dates back over 18 years. I started in the UK as a geologist on the tools. It's a pretty cool journey now to be running one of the largest regions of our organisation. And in that time, we've grown a lot. As I say, we've got over 600 experts within the business now, made up of geologists and engineers. We speak 17 plus languages, and we've got over 27 offices in 20 countries around the world. Datamine's been going for a very long time, 40 plus years. And we've actually really increased the breadth of our technology in that time. Obviously, starting with block modelling and estimation as in our earlier years to now covering an extremely large portfolio ranging from exploration, geology, mine planning, production, laboratories and sustainabilities. Today we're focusing specifically on our geology stack. We've got presentations on Artis and Studio Geo and Ore Controller and Studio and Supervisor later in the day. But I'm also personally pleased with my journey with Datamine. Gone from providing software updates to customers and getting feedback that, oh, Jono, you've got to see this new dynamic lag slider in Supervisor. And I'll go back to the development team and say, we need a dynamic lag slider, we're never going to compete. But now I can just go, I've got this dynamic lag slider, let's just go and buy that company. So it's been a nice change in focus how we look at other capability on the market. So just going back to Anthony. So Anthony actually did have a presentation that he was going to give today. Now he, as I say, isn't available, but I did collar him in his airport hotel yesterday, and he's recorded a small excerpt. So I'm just going to play this this video where he actually outlines his vision for the geology solution for Datamine. But just a bit about Anthony. He's a geostatistician with extensive experience in resource estimation and mining operations, both open pit and underground. His experience spans a range of precious metal deposits across diverse geological settings, including alluvial, supergene oxide, and in situ hard rock mineralisation. Prior to becoming the VP of Geology Datamine, Anthony was the product manager for Supervisor, which is one of Datamine's leading geostats programs, where he cut his teeth. And now as VP of Geology, he leads the joint strategy for Datamine's geology products with a focus on enhancing interoperability. Anthony remains committed to driving innovation, applying advanced techniques, and empowering clients through knowledge transfer and lasting operational improvements. So let's see if we can get this working.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be there today. In fact, I'm probably on a plane right now. But we thought it would be good for me at least to be able to present in my own words the vision that we've been working on over the past year. If I remember back to last year, we had our previous VP standing in front of everyone sharing the vision. So I thought it was fitting that we demonstrated or talked about how we've been building on that vision across the range of products that you've heard about so far and seen, and how we're going to be delivering those into the future. And it comes down to a fairly simple concept, which is that we want to deliver our wide range of dedicated and unique products in a way that you can use them to the best of their ability and in the way that they should be used. And we're referring to this as a geology system. So a system is a range of tools that can be used together and delivered along an entire value chain or across an entire process so that the individual tools work together as a single unit. And we want to make sure that the focus on this is that the tools that we're delivering and the system that we're delivering is going to be a companion to the geologist. So we're keeping a focus on the geologist and making sure that everything that we build and the way that we deploy them is going to work for you in a real environment and in a real workforce that you're used to working with every single day. And the most important thing that we've noticed about our tools is the way that they talk together. You don't get a true system until you have the free flow of information passing from one tool to the next. Any data that you create in one tool is freely and immediately available in the next tool, if and when you need it, without any of the traditional import or export that you might be used to with the tools that you use now or between disparate third-party vendors. And the way that we're going to be delivering this, I'll touch on in a bit. But before I get to that, I think it's really important that any time we talk about a vision, particularly when we're focused on the user, is we explain and tell the story about how that vision looks for those people. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to share some of the visions that we have for the way that geologists will be working very, very soon. So forgive my drawings. I can't sketch for the life of me, but instead I've had some AI tools help me do some sketches. So in the first sketch, we have a consultant geologist. So she's working in the environment that she needs to work. So we know that we have a fully connected world. It's one of the reasons I couldn't be there today. But in this case, the geologist has been working on a resource. The resource has been running in the cloud. The estimate has completed. The notification comes back to the consultant geologist, and we see here that the validations have already started to run. In this case, the data comes directly to her. She can then choose to spin up some different scenarios, and all of the information that comes live from site comes directly to her, and then she can send that work straight back to site as well. Sorry, the sun's just coming up now. And in the second picture, we have a mine geologist. So this mine geologist is on site, takes a photo of the face. In that face, we can capture the georeferenced locations of all of the faults, the mapping. Any contacts can be brought down to that tablet and then shown to the geologist so that they can then make adjustments, add additional data, and then send that again back up to the cloud to be synchronized with the rest of the data. And in the third picture, we have a geologist on the drill rig. So in this case, the geologist can track live where the status of the drilling is at, where the samples and assays are through the labs. They can see the values and make decisions and determine how they're going to adjust or move any of those holes on the fly so that they can ensure that they're optimizing the cost, the spend, and the locations of those holes to get the best information that they can. And in all of these cases, it is something that is already possible with many of our tools. And the only real missing link is just the free flow of information between them, which is why we have been working on and are really excited to be releasing MineTrust. So MineTrust is a tool which connects all of our products. And when we look at our products, there are certain areas which each product is particularly good at. There is some overlap between them, but there is a core part of each product which they are particularly built and focused on delivering. So when we look at some of these, we see that in the data capture space, we have tools like Mapper and Cyrovision. Our new Studio Geo is our geological modeling tool. We have geostatistical modeling with Isatis, and then we have data analysis for Supervisor, general design and evaluation. And then down in the custom workflows, of course, we have Ore Controller and our new Isatis.py. Again, the key for all of these is to bring them together using MineTrust and making sure that the information flows freely between them without you ever having to do imports and exports, and it really so that our tools are intelligent and work with you in the processes that you need them. Again, to deliver this, we have another strategy, which is our technology strategy. And the technology strategy is focused specifically on things which we can, in the first instance, which are practical and deliverable. So that means that we want to be delivering things which are ready today and can be usable today. In addition, we always have our eye on the latest methods, so in the AI space, and we tend to partner with companies and startups in the AI space in particular at the moment, as well as looking at some tools and opportunities in the cloud. And our approach to doing this is to, again, make sure that we are always focused on the geologist and what the geologist needs. We're focused on connected data, so through MineTrust, and we're focused on partnerships, which you'll see some presentations on today. So that's really all I wanted to take up the time to present today. Again, I'm sorry that I couldn't be there, and I really look forward to seeing all of you when I do. But until then, thank you, and please enjoy the rest of the symposium.